More than 20.
Okay. Do you want to tell one more story? And I feel like we've at least introduced me well enough.
All right. Well, hey, here's another story. How did we
Okay.
met? Or no, more
Oh,
exactly, how did we date it? Because how we met was through our
you
friends.
mean how we ended up dating?
Yeah,
It's a little bit of a longer, more.
the short version.
Okay, short version, if I can even do it. All right,
Or you want
so
me to do it?
I'll do it because I have a better sense of it. I've explained it to your sisters once before. Okay, so short version, if possible. So we knew each other, I guess, approximately maybe a year before we even actually knew each other and dated at all,
Almost 2 years
and
ago.
something like that. I just didn't know you. You knew me
Well, I
somehow.
knew you because you were hanging with a few of the guys,
That
and
yeah.
then one of your ex-boyfriend, you were dating. You were dating him, and I knew him, and that's all I knew about you.
Yeah.
We didn't
Well,
talk much until what, a
well,
month
as
or
I was
two.
trying to explain, I am explaining it. Shut up.
Go ahead.
Basically, you knew me. I did not know you, and that kind of continued until like my junior year, your senior year, and very beginning of the school year, you were dating another girl at the time who just end of story.
I thought you were focused on me.
Okay, end of story on that conversation. Okay, so yeah,
Yeah,
you were dating
that's the
that person.
short version.
Yeah, and but then it got really weird because I talked to you for like the first couple of weeks. We were hanging out in the same group area. It was like easy peasy, lemon squeezy, ha ha ha. And then suddenly you vanished. Like you just, I don't know how long between when I first met you that couple of weeks to like when you vanished. And when I talked to the girl that you were at the time dating, not dating, that's where it got really confusing. And she just like explains to me how she's no longer obviously with you, and I'm like, oh, okay, that explains it. So like, you kind of just got erased from my memory. Oh, you were that one guy I talked to at one point in my life who actually had things in common, and I really had good conversations with, and I want you back. And so I kind of just went on with my daily life, and then relatively from think about it this way: school starts at the end of August, and then from there on, it kind of continues. So I basically lost you from the end of September ish till relatively almost near October, which is actually a funny story. Almost that time of year.
Yeah.
Kidding. Edit that out. Um, where was I? Oh yeah. So yeah, it's relatively close to now. She, yeah, she basically explained that you guys weren't dating, and then you vanished, and then I'm losing track of what I'm thinking about. Hold on. My brain needs to reset. So yeah, so like yeah, you vanished for like almost a month and a half. So basically, the end of October is when all of a sudden, poof, there you were. You kind of just appeared, and it was more or less because the girl who you were last dating was no longer around. She just stopped hanging out, I guess, in the same local area as where I was, and you kind of just reappeared again, and you were just walking right by, like
Even though
just
there's an
nonchalantly.
explanation for that, but that's another story.
Walking away from that conversation. She, yeah, but as I said, she vanished, and then suddenly you kind of reappeared, and and it was weird because like I was just like, oh, cool, But you walked by, and it took me like a dawning moment to like remember who you were, and like, oh, cool. And we started some kind of conversation. I don't even remember anymore. And then you
Kingdom
told me
Heart.
how, huh?
Kingdom Heart, I think.
No, it was literally just about why you vanished for so long, and it was because you actually ended up doing tutoring for a teacher of yours. So I'm like, oh, that explains
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember
So
that.
like, I'm like, oh, yeah, cool. But and so I'm like, okay, go, go tutor because I don't like. I'm a kind of person where if you're committed to doing something, do it. Unless it's bad things, then maybe don't. um, and I was like, go, go, but you insisted on staying. You just refused to leave, and I was like, okay, fine. And we just ended up eating breakfast as I was being my silly self, trying to forcibly make you kind of disappear. That sounds mean, but it's true. And
Yeah.
and so basically, you hung out the entire beginning of school because all these conversations, all these places and times I meet you happen before school classes start. So keep that in mind, guys. Um, and yeah, like we basically just put our separate ways when the bells rang, and went to class, and then lunchtime. I did not know this, and this is what makes it really upsetting. All throughout the years, like every year, this is why it's so upsetting to say that you've known me longer than I've known you. Is that my group where I hanged out for lunch was practically right next to where your group was hanging out for lunch all those years, and neither one of us knew that.
No, no, no. False. I
Okay,
knew
I
that
didn't know that.
because your group was also my part of the group. I knew
Maybe, but
I knew
again,
them as
I
well.
didn't know you.
Yeah.
Okay, my circle of friends knew you. Your circle of friends knew me, but yet we were on the opposite ends of the circle, or the double circle.
No, the
Yeah.
circle of my friend was only one person who knew you, and the rest didn't knew you.
Okay, fine. There's a single attachment to the circle of circles. Happy.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Okay. So either way, yeah, we were. That's how close we were hanging out at lunch for all those years of high school.
Go on.
Okay, and so continuing forward, reached near my birthday, close to now, yay. And you kind of just vanished again. You forgot to say happy birthday. You were just a friend. You kind of went back to tutoring every morning. It was kind of like, oh, cool, you're gone. And yeah, it was like kind of like a normal friendship life. I'll kill you, I promise. And yeah, and then towards the end of November, uh, we got to talking again more, and then you vanished because you were back to tutoring. So it kind of was like this off and on thing where I knew you because you had a lot of good conversations with. You were really fun. My friends really liked you, and it just kind of went on from there. And then
Yeah,
uh, the
especially the
best.
girls, they really liked me.
Oh yeah, it was war for no way of knowing it was war.
It still
um,
is kind of. It's kind of weird.
Shut up. I will not hurt. Hey, I will not hurt people, but I will fight for you. How about
Well, you said
that?
shut up, so I killed you for it.
So nice.
Now I'm number
So,
one.
okay. So, how many of you guys remember that supposed day where the world was going to end on December 21st? I do.
Oh, the 2012 thing. Okay.
Yeah, the
I
21st.
forgot.
Revenge. All right. So on that day, it was the day where we were off to winter break, and you decided to walk me home because my friend who normally does was being picked up, and I didn't have anyone to walk with. And instead of you walking me halfway home, you decided to walk me all the way home. And
At
it
a
got to the
time
point where,
inconvenience.
yeah, at a time inconvenience, sure.
It was. At first, it was. You know, it was.
Okay.
Because the
But then
next part of
later
the
on,
story was surprising.
yeah, later on it turned into more of you found where I'm ticklish and chasing after each other. And yeah, this is be war between the two of us now. and it got really like kind of interesting. Like I actually kind of liked this. I liked the fun we were having, even though nothing everything else wasn't fun. Uh, and yeah, and then there was a very, very moment where you had pinned me to a wall. See, now I know what all of you guys would be thinking, but nothing happened. If he didn't hesitate and I didn't duck away, sparks would have happened. But
Well,
they
yeah,
didn't.
I hesitated, and you dug down at the same time I hesitated. So
Yeah,
it was like, okay, no kiss. That was it for sure.
that's your opinion. For me, it was okay. Good. I saved my. I was like safe. I didn't go. Be stupid out of nowhere. That's kind of what my head was thinking.
Not
Um.
stupid. How?
Yeah. Like
Explain
like
to
oh,
us fans and me.
that my brain told me. Thank God I didn't play something stupid or do something stupid. I didn't know at the time. Okay. Honestly, I didn't know.
So what
and
happened afterward?
so yeah. So you we kind of separated after that point. Like you walked home, I watched you walk home, and
Your
I went.
brother's like, is that your boyfriend?
Yeah,
I
no,
remember that.
my brother in the window after you got to my actual, my doorstep actually. My brother was actually peeking through the window and just saw you, and when I walked in the house, he was like, "So who is that?" And I was like, "No one." And I just went to my room, and then that was the end of the conversation. And to kind of end the story, I forgot you. Like again, I just forgot. I put it back in the back of my mind, and I totally just ignored it. But then
Which,
one day, I chose to go on my Facebook on my phone. This is where the story gets really stupid for my part, and I just randomly friended everybody. Like I didn't even think about it. And then I saw your picture and your name, and I was like, "That's him. That's the guy." Ah. And so like I'm trying to type your name in and like find you like after just recently friending you, and I was spelling your name wrong. So it was kind of annoying, and I was like, where to go? Like, what happened? I just friended you, and now I can't find you. So I literally turned my computer on, went to Facebook like as fast as I could, and just immediately found you. Sent you a message out saying, "Were you the guy I almost kissed?" And you immediately responded with yes.
yeah,
And that's basically uphill from there.
yeah. And to end it, it would be we kept chatting. I was
For two
interested with
weeks of winter
your
break,
yeah for like 2 3 weeks, right?
2 weeks of winter break.
And I was just interested of your family activities. We won't say what it is yet.
You might have
And
want to that out because that's kind of a stupid thing to say. You should have said you were kind of really interested in. Okay, you were really interested in like what my family does for fun,
yeah,
basically, and that's
well,
kind of where the
actually,
conversation
everything
began.
that your family do is fun.
I'm sorry, my
It's
family's fun.
and then they showed me Doctor Who and other things I didn't know, and then which makes me
Yeah,
feel
we
bad.
spoiled you. I died.
They showed me animes I never even heard of. I was like, what the
Mostly
heck?
I did. um,
But
but
then
yeah, no, it's
we chat
like
for 2 weeks,
yeah, and then
and
no. So best part. So the day after these 2 weeks, we were telling each other how you weren't ready to date.
well,
I
I
was
wasn't
okay with
sure.
waiting. Oh yeah, you weren't sure of dating. I wasn't. I'm willing to wait. I'm a person who doesn't really, play serious for serious reasons. And I let time go. I'd be like, oh, cool, you're my boyfriend, sweet, nice. Or you're not my boyfriend, and I'm like, oh, okay, you're just a friend, whatever. So I'm that kind of person. I'm weird. Um, but either way, we had 2 weeks where we were talking about how we weren't gonna actually date. We weren't actually gonna go together. We were just gonna be really good friends. And it turned into from that to, oh my gosh, I can't wait to kiss you on the day we return back to school.
Well, let me explain that part real quick.
No,
No,
you
no,
don't.
just real quick.
Ah,
I wasn't sure if I was gonna. No, keep in mind, I wasn't gonna kiss you, to be honest.
aw,
But
that's sad to say.
you know how I was with my cousins.
True,
They
true.
told me if you
Mm-hmm.
really like a girl, go for it because another guy will just take it.
That happened.
And Even you, to this day, you admitted that you liked a guy before me. So,
There's a couple of guys I like
yeah,
this.
exactly. But there was one for sure.
I don't remember. No, wait, I can't remember.
Yeah, see? Well, anyway, it's because of that. That's when,
Oh,
again, you want to
no,
tell this
no,
part?
I remember now. What part?
The part when I saw you at school.
Oh, okay, okay. I'll end the story with the fact that so the very day we returned back to school is the exact day I thought I could come to school early. I wanted to be there first, but you beat me to it. And the very moment you saw me, you puckered a kiss on me. Yay, a kiss! Like really, it was like a sudden and fast one. Like it wasn't like long and intimate. It was just like a quick one. And then we just told everybody we were dating. We were just like, she's my boyfriend. Wait, what?
She's my boy.
She's my girlfriend. He's my boyfriend. Oh my gosh! And everyone was like, finally.
Finally.
And we're like, what? Did you know what was going to happen before I did? Tell me now.
Yeah, and then after that, I met your parents,
Yeah.
and you were
You
just too shocked how your dad was so cool with me.
well, you keep in mind we had video chatted in those 2 weeks, so my dad was like, well knowing of
But
you just from the.
your was, you're not gonna ask me a question?
Best part, best part. I'm gonna end it with the best part. Okay, best part. Okay, I know I'm saying that too many times because I'm excited. So so the same day he comes over to my house. He says hi to my dad. You know, Miley Cyrus, what are you doing here? I'm gonna kill you. Okay, returning to story. Okay, so yeah, so he comes over the same day. I gotta stop repeating myself.
Uh-huh.
Take a breath. Take a breath. All right, yeah. So he meets my dad, or you meet my dad. Ha ha ha. And my dad's like really cool with you, and it was really exciting. And you didn't stay for very long because life, and he would go home because of life, and like it's just me and my dad in the house, and I'm kind of like, okay, this is awkward because my dad doesn't say anything, like literally doesn't say anything, and I'm just like confused. And so I finally cave in, and I'm like, I go to my dad in the kitchen, and I'm like, so you're not gonna ask me any questions? And he responds with, so are you planning your first date or your first three children?
And he's still serious about it to this day.
It's so horrible. Dad, after only meeting you for maybe 10 minutes
Yeah, 10 minutes
and
we
only
chatted.
heard you through the video chats of my bedroom door.
And in those 10 minutes, all we talked about was video games, anime, and I heard about Doctor Who but never watched it. In like 2 minutes of it, he just explained to me.
Yep. It was wow. And and here today is officially going to be relatively close to 2013.
Yeah,
1, 18, 14, 15.
4 years.
4 years, guys. 4 years of us being official couple, dating, and everything in between. But yeah, I'm proud of that, guys. I'm proud. I'm proud. I'm so happy. I love you.
Love you too. And now we're gonna have to end it here, guys. Thank you guys for watching very much. I am BlackCat, and you were just chatting with White Zero
Officially now.
Twelve.
Hey, I was gonna say that.
Then
I'm
you
gonna say it
say it.
now.
Go say it.
Okay, I'm gonna say it right. And officially to this day, White 012. I'll
All
explain
right.
12 in the future.
And we'll hope that we play another game together. And see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.